Greetings Internet and YouTube people. Unfortunately, at this point you'd probably expect an introduction or sponsor video or something else. None of that, I'm afraid, because I'm not sponsored, I'm not a YouTuber, and this is my first time doing this. So first of all, thank you ever so much to the Honor UK community for providing me this opportunity. Basically speaking, they have a wonderful community powered by the Honor Club, and in the UK they had a competition called the Honor C.E.O. Experience. So the Chief Experience Officer for the MagicBook 14. I was lucky enough to be chosen to demonstrate the MagicBook 14 for you. I am not being paid for this video, I am not in any way affiliated with Honor, other than the fact that I won this competition and part of it is talking to you now. So, without further ado, the full links to the Honor UK community will be in the YouTube description, and welcome to my humble abode. As you can see, pretty basic, but hopefully we'll be getting by. So, what's going on here? Well, I have with me two items. A box, which looks a bit nondescript. It says, made in Italy. Well, I don't think MagicBook was made in Italy, but they probably found a box that was. And I have this little baby here. Now, one of the conditions for this video was to have a comparison to another laptop to show what the difference a few years, or in fact a few generations of laptop does. This laptop was obviously brand new. This one was brand new 5 years ago. It is a Dell Inspiron 17-5000 series. It is powered by an Intel i5 420U processor. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte hard drive on a mechanical hard drive, although there's a massive asterisk, and I'm going to break that in a minute, and was powered by Windows 8, but of course now is on Windows 10. The massive asterisk? Well, I'm afraid if you really wanted to see how a mechanical hard drive works in 2020, you're going to be disappointed. I tested this laptop, tried to reset it and get everything recovered, and it was taking so long, I got so bored, I just went on the internet and bought a 256GB SSD. So, yes, it now boots a lot quicker, and it means I can do a proper comparison, because this was approximately £550 about 5 years ago. It is 17-inch, it is heavy, and the battery life is now, well, let's just say there isn't much of a battery life anymore, and it really wasn't much to begin with. I think when I bought this for my partner 5 years ago, 3 or 4 hours was the maximum I could expect. It does have its own GeForce 840M graphics card, which helped at the time. It's had a 17-inch HD plus screen of 1600 by 900. So again, this was pretty much a decent mid-range laptop when it came out. Again, a lot of compromises were made in order to create it at £500 odd. It's heavy, as I said. The screen is okay, but it's not the best in the universe. The keyboard, not backlit, bit stodgy keys, and very, very not happy with the touchpad at all. If you can hear, yeah, that's not good. It flexes a lot. Now, later on, I will power this up, along with hopefully powering this up. Hopefully it won't require a cut when I gotta charge this thing, but we'll come back to that, and I will show you just exactly what I mean when I say the user experience on this is compromised. It's not bad. It's, you know, for what it was okay, but we're in 2020 now, and this, hopefully, is the future of this. So, without further ado, I am going to pick up this little beauty. This is the first time I'm going to be unboxing this. This has not been resealed. This is not at all knowing what's in here. I'm hoping there's a laptop. I'm hoping there might be other things, but probably not. And I'm hoping it works, because if it doesn't, this is going to be the most disappointing YouTube video ever. and I don't really want to do that. So let's see, shall we? Some lovely scissor work going on here. Oh, and thank you ever so much to the lovely people at DHL who respected the lockdown rules by just leaving it at the door nicely and not expecting a signature. So, you know, at least one thing's good, that these they are able to do this. So let's get this open. Crunch, crunch. Parent. Nursery rhymes. Right, okay, so what have we got here? Put the scissors down. Like that, there. Boof. Boof. Right. I have got something here, which is in a nice little jiffy bag. Get that. And then we'll have a look. What is this? It is a charger. Haha! That's what they had to do. I know that they had a few issues being in the UK, and this was a Europe-wide initiative, I think. They didn't have the UK adapters, and they only had the EU ones. So what they've done, they have sent me, and if you can see that, nice here. See that here? There we go. That is the lovely UK supercharger for the MagicBook 14. It is rated at, well, it's got multiple options. It is rated at 5 volt or 2 amps for the standard 10 watt charging, or 9 volt 2 amps for 18 watt charging, or 12 volt 2 amp for 24 watt charging, or all the way up to 3.2 amp at 20 volts, which is 65 watts, and that is the rated charge of the MagicBook 14, 65 watts of pure fast charging action. Being a multi-mode charger, this is a USB-C power delivery item, and thus can charge all your other bits at quite a speed as well. I will test that later. I have an Honor Pro 20 and an Honor View 20. Both of these are supercharge enabled. Should be interesting to see how much they charge this device. Right, so, there we go. Now, as you can see, let's do a bit of comparison. This is the box. That's the laptop itself. The darn thing is bigger than this. It is so much smaller. And as I said, that's just the box. Let's get him open and we will see what packaging is like, shall we? Let's go up. And we shall pick him out nice and safely. There we go, and there we go. So, we have here the Honor MagicBook. It is so tiny. Just look at it. I can't even imagine how much tinier this is. It comes with a little warning sign and pictograms. I will try to see that information. It says cable plus charger is in another part of the... Oh, right, okay, it's in the little... okay, thank you. So there's a little secretish compartment, and it's obviously that secret that many people miss it. So they put a little warning there so they do it properly. Thank you, Honor. And this is it. Let's open this first, and we'll reveal a nicely tightly packaged little cable. There we go. And yes, a little cable, and they have removed the EU plug because you don't want the EU plug. So, put that back in here. And we'll just undo this little beauty of a cable. I wonder how long. I know there's going to be people writing into me right now saying you've destroyed a perfectly good bag, you monster. Sorry, I'm never very good with these. Right, so we have got a nicely cable-tied little cable. And going back, that didn't happen. I did not just accidentally set my screen time out to 10 minutes and lose everything pretty much after this point. Whoops. So, by the magic of video editing, it didn't happen at all. And we will continue where we left off, which was me unplugging the cable and showing off that it was about 6 foot. And being USB-C to USB-C is capable of charging not just the MagicBook, but it will do phones, it will do anything that's USB-C powered. Great stuff. Now, I am currently charging this MagicBook. Funnily enough, one of the challenges was to charge it for 10 minutes and see how long it can go. I was hoping that the MagicBook would have enough charge to turn it on to demonstrate immediately, which it didn't, and if my phone was still recording, would show me exceptionally disappointed and embarrassed by this fact. However, because this didn't happen, you will see me turn it on in a few minutes, absolutely happy as Larry. So, while we're waiting for that to do, and I'll give it another 2 minutes or so, I will quickly show how the Dell comparison laptop uses Windows. So, bing, it's on. There we go. Right. Hopefully, you guys at home can see it. Yes, you can. Yes. Right. We shall. I will not give you my PIN number. That would be bad. And immediately it loads up the Xbox console companion because I told it to. Apparently, didn't. So, as you can see, or as you cannot see, you can see the viewing angles are. That's the technical term, but not great. It's okay. It's, as I said, a bit flexy, a bit yucky, but it seems to get the job done. Now, as I said, you kind of need to hit it hard to get it to know what to do. So I will, while I'm doing this, do some handiwork. Ooh. Fetching your Windows credentials. You can tell I haven't used this in a while, can you? This literally, I set this up just before setting up the video for the MagicBook. I'd done this last week, and while waiting for this MagicBook to arrive, and yeah, it works. It's okay. As I said before, when I was testing the mechanical hard drive that was on here to begin with, I'd still be doing it. I'd still be doing it next week, and I'll still be doing it next year. And by the time we come out of lockdown, this laptop will still be loading. It was that bad. Not to use too much hyperbole, but yeah, it would say with 2 megabytes a second of disk use that it would just lock the laptop completely. I'm so glad we're past that, and again, I only spent £27 on a new SSD for it, so it's not on near the class of the Honor SSD that's in there, but it does the job, and to be honest, it will allow me to show you guys the performance of the laptop rather than just getting bored, and it won't be. So, right, okay, let's just do a bit of plugging. Let's look in. I'm not going to log in because I can't remember the password on this device. No worries. Right, okay, so, several cookies. Hello to my friends at Honor. Again, the Honor UK community is dedicated to Honor devices, from the 9X Pro, which is due out soon, to the current devices such as the View 20, Honor 20 Pro, and everything else that they do. They also have dedicated sections for the Huawei app gallery, which will be replacing the Google services on devices like the 9X Pro, and also there are more initiatives recently, such as the live streamed teardowns, which one of the colleagues from Singapore has been doing quite a lot recently. So again, I'm just a user. I actually joined the Honor forum to check on the update cadence for the View 20. I then just kind of got hooked because the community was quite small at the time. It was less than 10,000 people, and in all honesty, it was quite slow. There was not many people willing just to help out, and there were very few people who were dedicated to the community, and also with that tech knowledge that comes with decades of experience with IT and phones. I've been using mobile phones since the HTC Desire back in 2011, and I've had quite a few, and I'll be honest with you, when I got the Honor View 20, it was a budget device and I was blown away by it, considering the price I paid. I now own a View 20, an Honor 20 Pro, and a OnePlus 7 Pro, and all of them have their ups and downs, and all of them are great in their own way. The OnePlus 7 should be the best one by far, but actually I use a 20 Pro a bit more for various reasons, and yeah, it's what got me here to begin with. So this is the Honor community. I would welcome anyone to it. Again, I'll put the link in the description for this video, and I will certainly say that people should come out and say hi, especially if they like the MagicBook, which I will be bringing back in a second, or if they just want to talk anything about the products that they sell. Right, so let's not dilly-dally any longer. How much can 10 minutes of charge actually get you? Because it has been approximately 10 minutes-ish. Right, let's see if it turns on, because that's the first one. Oh, yeah, he's already turned on. It turned itself on, so it's waiting for me. So, continue and select the language, yes. Just a moment. See how easy this thing is to get online.
Hi there. I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
Now,
a little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do.
And you can be quiet.
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you like...
Stop. There we go. In my video, and I have Cortana telling me everything. Very, very annoying. I'm sure people like it somewhere. So, again, right, let's have a quick delve into this. You can probably see that the screen isn't quite set up yet, so I will show it properly in a second. But yeah, let's go for first impressions. It's light. It's very, very light. Yeah, I very much will enjoy using this. No, I don't want it. So I have to skip. Let's see if the backlit keys work. Yes, they do. They have 1, 2. There we go. It has 2 brightness settings for the backlit keys. Now I've got enough lights on to light up a studio, so I'm going to turn one of them off so you can see the lights a bit better. Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. You can hopefully. I'm going to turn them on. 1, 2. There we go. You can see the backlit keys a bit better now. Yeah, they're okay backlit keys. They're not the worst I've ever seen. Not the best. Yeah, they're very actually good. I have a £1,000 laptop which has backlit keys, which is my work laptop, and it's comparable. So you can't really ask for more than that. So let's get you online. Those of you probably good at reading keyboard layouts there, yeah, I do use that as a password for my Wi-Fi. I live in a detached house, nobody in area. Right. Now we have some more setting up to do. Let's see how quick this SSD can help get into Windows. because I imagine it might not be very fast. And by not very fast, I mean I skipped a bit. So, onto the fingerprint scanner stage. As you can see, with the little thing here, the little party piece of this device is going to be, whoop, there we are. It is the fingerprint reader on the power button. It is a nice little security feature because we all use the power button every day to turn it on. You may as well put it where the most obvious location would be. So let's touch the center, touch, and it basically like left. Right, there we go. So it then will have my fingerprint to log in, which will be nice. And it should mean it will just instantly boot up. Now, yes, I will just finish off doing this, and nope, don't want that. And just kind of sum up what the laptop can do once it gets onto the main Windows screen, which should be not so long now, especially as I did skip most of it. No menu. I'll say one thing Microsoft likes to ask many questions of you when you set up their laptops. And boy, do they ask a lot of questions. And yes, that was questions from Microsoft. So, fun. Thankfully, when you do buy any Windows laptop, it's only a one-time thing. Once you've logged in and set everything up, it's pretty much okay. Now, first impressions, yeah, the keyboard's good. I like the keyboard. The backlight is pretty okay. It's hard to see in massive lighting, but it does keep the keys very well lit. The speakers were good for when Cortana wouldn't shut up until I shut her up. It is light. The touchpad was very accurate, and the first impressions are very strong. I will let this just boot up. You might hear the fans whirring away, and that is as loud as that fan will go as well. That's not too bad. That Dell gets much louder. My work laptop, which is £1,000, gets much louder than that. So yeah, this is a strong start. I will, of course, just let this boot up and get to Windows, and then just show you the main screen so you can just see how it looks on there. But anyone who's familiar with Windows will know it. But there we go, done. Alright, so let's see. Let's personalize. I wonder if it's got the lovely. Yes, it does. And that is the nice wallpaper that was shown off in the advertising. I will shout out to another member who will be receiving one of these too, Sasko. Yes, it does have the wallpaper, so you can use it. Yeah, if we get this a bit closer, make sure we can see. Whoop. Oh yes, one of the party pieces. It can do that. There we go. It can go 180 degrees, which for showing off is pretty good. So, we'll go a quick browse of the specs on here. Go into system. And then we'll just go through the specs as it shows. It's got this. Okay, one thing. This laptop, this MagicBook can stream HDR video. It says it can't play HDR games, but it can stream in HDR10. So that wasn't part of the spec sheet that I saw. So that's good for things like Disney Plus, for Netflix, it can stream HDR. I will do some testing of this next week and show you. And let's just click it out. Yes, to confirm, it is the Ryzen 5 3500, 8GB of RAM, and it has Windows 1903 pre-installed, which you'll need to upgrade to 1909. I'm going to leave you here because this is the introduction all done. Again, I would like to thank Honor for this opportunity, and I will see you again next week where I will give this a proper going over. But as you can see, this is a £550 laptop. It is very small, it is very light, it looks very, very good. I would honestly say for the price, it's very, very impressive indeed. But the more important things will be later on, and I will just double check the storage because I haven't checked that yet. I imagine it should be the 256 gig variety. They were very nice. Yes, it is. It's Windows, has an 80 gig drive for Windows and 142 gig for storage. So yes, the 256 variation. There is a 512, but a bit hard to find. Anyway, I will leave you for now and say thank you ever so much for viewing, and I will see you again next week with more on this and a head-to-head with the Dell for a few other things. Oh, and by the way, for the record, 10 minutes of charge got it apparently to 82%. So maybe I just didn't, maybe it just needed turning on first. I don't think it can charge 82% in 10 minutes. But I will test that again next week because that would be very impressive indeed. Anyway, thank you again. Bye bye.